folks, this is Margie Roy from 3dcuts.com, and today I'm going to be doing the tutorial for the projects that are part of my Stacked Hearts series. I'm coming out with these for Valentine's Day of 2020, and there are 3 pieces to it, all from similar files in a similar technique. For this video, the project we will be working on will be the Stacked Valentine. It uses the stacked hearts, and it opens as a card. I have used all white on this to stick with the elegant theme. You could choose to back this with red. As with all of my designs, be sure to go to the website for the address noted on the screen to get more information about the papers that I use and the sizes of the individual pieces. Let's get started. I have already cut all of the pieces needed for this card. There are 7 layers that have the hearts cut out of them. Each one has a tiny notch in the upper left-hand corner. That is to prevent you from flipping them over or getting their orientation mixed up. There is the card outside, there is the envelope, and then you need to cut a square that is either white or red that will back behind your letters here. That is just under 5 1/4 inches square. Okay, we are going to glue this stack together and adhere it behind here. I'm going to be using art glitter glue. If it were a warmer season, I would probably do this using spray adhesive, but it is cold here in New England and I cannot use my well-ventilated sunroom to do spray glue. So I'm going to use art glitter glue. It has no glitter in it. It is my glue of choice. I have transferred it to this small bottle with the tiny tip for control. Start with the top one, turn it over, and dots work well on this kind of project. I don't need a solid line, but I do need dots. And around the outside, I will do a solid line. That will get glued to the top of the next one in the stack. I am going to very carefully align the top corners, making sure that my 2 notches are up there. The top corners should line up perfectly. With this glue, you get to slide them a little bit and then press in place. I will turn this stack over and I will repeat this. More dots. Again, carefully line up those top corners. Make sure the notches are all up in this upper left corner. And glue in place. I'm going to repeat this for all of these layers. And the last of the layers, carefully gluing it into place. Okay, this is the front of the card, and it will get glued here, and the white card will be glued behind it. On the card backing, there are 2 dotted fold lines. Carefully fold along both of those. This is a thick card, so it doesn't have just the single fold. Like so. This will be glued behind the front one right there. So open the front, and again, little dots of glue all around the hearts. Be especially careful on this fine area in the center. You do need glue here, and you don't want it to ooze out. This will be visible. Okay, let's carefully position that in place. And bring this front one down. This one you're just going to have to eyeball. There is no visible notch. The front cover hides the notch. There, isn't that an elegant front cover to a card? Now you have to make a decision. On the inside, I have done it where I've left this backed with white and the entire thing is white, like this one here, sticking with the all white theme. This one, I am going to back it with red and have it match the red of the envelope. So, on the back side of this, being careful not to leak through these holes, I am again going to do the glue dot trick to apply glue to this surface. Again, be sure all the letters, especially the things that are extending into the center, have good glue on them. The A's and the E's, the points of the Y and the M, these are important to get glue on. Center of the B's. Line this up perfectly with that back side. I cut it slightly smaller so that it wouldn't overhang on the front. Make sure no glue is oozing through there. Don't think so. Be my Valentine. There we go. Now I'm going to make an envelope to go with it. The pattern did include this, which can be cut out of one piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I did not score these edges because that tends to weaken them in the mail. I will use my Martha Stewart folding, although you can just take a ruler and score and fold if you want. You go from corner to corner with a fold or score line. One side and the other side. The bottom. And the top. Fold in the two sides, crease. Fold up the bottom crease. Fold down the top crease. We will put a glue on this line here and a glue on this edge here. Fold this over and glue. Oops, a little bit too much there and there. On the bottom, glue here. And also here. And glue up the bottom. Press in place. And here we go. A Valentine card set to send. It will require extra postage. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone, and happy crafting. This card file is part of the download group that includes 3 stacked heart projects. There is the wall decor framed shadow box and 2 different cards. Check them all out. They each have their own tutorial. The addresses are shown here on the screen. Have fun crafting, everyone. Thanks for watching.